Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Time Well Spent Kitchen. Once again, you're welcome. It's been a while, but we are still here. I'm happy. Merry Christmas in advance to everybody. Today, Time Well Spent Kitchen is about to show you how to prepare fish roll. I know that there are so many versions online, but every kitchen is different. Anybody can make it differently. They taste different, but this is the way Time Well Spent does her fish roll. I have some people ask me online how I do it. I thought people are already contemplating what they have online, but let me just do my own version so you can see how I make fish roll. So right away, these are the ingredients that I use to make fish roll. It's really easy. So the main ingredient for fish roll is fish. It's good to use sardine fish. I have extracted the oil from it. This is the oil. So I'm keeping this oil, so if I want to make the fillings, I can use the oil so the smell, the flavor of fish stays in the fish roll. We have all-purpose flour. It's been sieved and is really good to go. And we also have some sugar. That's like a cup of sugar. This is 3.5 cup of all-purpose flour. We have some fattening. This is half cup of fattening, that's butter. 2 eggs, because the eggs are not too large. If you have large egg, use just 1 egg. And here I have garlic and ginger and pepper, habanero pepper grind to garnish the filling with it. I have a pinch of salt. I have a pinch of yeast and a pinch of baking powder. Here we have vanilla, is optional. So I have a cup of milk here. We have some oil to fry our fish roll. Is really easy. So the first thing you want to do is the dough. The dough is pretty easy. We're going to mix all our dry ingredients, and then we will keep it to rise for a little while, like 30 minutes. Then we are going to do the filling. Then we'll roll it and wrap it up small sizes and fry. It's so easy. So the first thing, let's do our dough. So the first thing we're going to do is to mix the dry ingredients. This is approximately 3 cups of flour. So I've removed half cup to use in rolling. I'm going to put in here my dry ingredients. Just a pinch of baking powder. This is where the problem is. We put a lot of baking powder. We don't need that. We don't need too much baking powder. We don't need too much yeast in this, because that is where when you roll it, it doesn't roll. You just need a pinch. As you can see, the egg and the butter, they are all raising agents. They will raise the dough. And this flour is unbleached flour. If you buy bleached flour, you add the percentage of raising. You know, the dough will be rising like you're about to make bread. But we're not about to make bread. The dough is supposed to be thin, and so when you fry it, it's crunchy. So we're gonna mix a pinch of baking powder in here, a pinch of salt, and we mix it. So in here I have like a half spoon of baking powder and a pinch of salt. You don't have to put too much baking powder in this, like I said, just a little bit, you know, because you are going to make the dough to rise a lot. You don't need that. You need a thin crust of dough that is crunchy, but that's how I make mine. In Cameroon, they make the dough sometimes like bread dough with a lot of baking powder and yeast, but I don't want it that way. Our flour in Africa is not that thin like this one. American flour has been well treated, so they have raising agents in them. So we are not going to put a lot of baking powder and yeast. Once again, don't put a lot of baking powder and yeast. So we have our dry ingredients ready. We're gonna go ahead and start mixing our wet ingredients. So I've put my low fat milk. If you like, you can use fat milk. This is like 1%, and you can use water if you want. It's warm. I have a cup of sugar. I want mine to be sweet. I'm making mine like a dessert. So if you want, you can make yours not to be sweet, but this is gonna be like snack for me. So 1 cup of sugar, it's okay. I'm gonna mix this very well. So I think my sugar is melted. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my eggs. just beat this real quick. Just beat it. So with fish roll, you have to go in with your hands. So this, I'm just mixing this for now. Then later I'm gonna go in with my hands to mix everything. I'm gonna go ahead and put my liquid flavor, which is vanilla. So I've put just a teaspoon of vanilla. Mix very well. So this is it. This is okay. Now I'll bring in my yeast. My yeast is right here. So I've added my yeast. Now, like I told you, don't put too much, just a pinch of yeast. Not up to a sachet of yeast for this 3 cups of flour. You don't need too much. So mix it. Now I will do my butter with my flour. I'll mix them up. So this wet ingredient is ready to put butter, but first of all I'll put butter in the flour and mix it up. So this is my flour. I've put my butter and I've mixed like this. I'll mix it up like that, and it is scattered in there. You can do melted butter, but my butter is warm. It has been standing out for some time, so it's fine. So this flour is ready to go into the wet ingredients. So I'm just gonna mix everything, and you see how the dough will form. Don't go away. So this is how our dough looks like. So what happens is, after the 3 cups of flour, you have a soft consistency, a soft dough. That at that time you can taste your sugar, your salt, your flavor, if everything is balanced. Then you can go ahead now and start adding the flour and mix and knead. Add the flour and knead until you feel this feeling right here. You see how it feels? It's not too strong like chin chin. It has a softness, so you can be able to roll it in the pin. On the chopping board with a pin. You see how it looks? This is what you're looking for. Like this. Like this. This is what you're looking for. It feels like bread and it's very special. So we're going to cover this with a cloth for 30 minutes. That should be enough. And then we're going to roll it and put our fillings. So the next thing I'm going to do is to show you how to prepare the filling. It's very easy. You can make the filling any way you want, but this is what I want. You know, in Cameroon, fish roll sometimes it's very empty inside and all you have is a dough. But I'm going to show you what it means to have fish roll. We're going to have a rich inside and a rich outside. This dough right here is rich, eggs and everything, milk. So watch and see how I make my filling. Is really easy. So this is my sardine. You know, all you have to do is just to chop it like this. Then this sardine don't have too much salt, so we are going to add some seasoning cubes in here. Maggi cube, like 1 cube in here, and then we'll add our garlic, ginger and habanero pepper grind. Then our vegetable. Always try to put vegetable in everything you do. It's healthy. In Cameroon, actually, in your fish roll, you only find a rub of fish and oil. You know, you have to put fish. That's why it's called fish roll. Give a raw chop like this. And I'm gonna add my garlic, ginger, habanero pepper, and cube, seasoning cube. Mix it up. Next, let's put our vegetable. So this vegetable, I made my life really easy. I use the vegetables in sachet, the frozen ones. You can get fresh ones and blend and grind them whatever shape you want. But these ones, I just defrost them, put some salt, and then I chop them a little bit. You can see the green beans are not too long because I really want to feel vegetable in this fish roll. I don't want to just have an empty fish roll. So I'm gonna mix this properly and taste and make sure it's tasty. At this point, if your mixture is tight, it's not loose, it's too dry, you can go ahead and put now your the oil that came from the tin sardine. But if it's not, you leave it like that. You don't need an oily filling. You just need something that is like this and not too dry as well. Let me taste it and see how it tastes. It tastes good for me. It's very simple. So in here, my filling is fine. You can put whatever you want, but I think habanero, garlic, ginger, pinch of it, the sardine smell, and your vegetable, it's okay. You know, you don't want to put too much going on here. And you can eat this fish roll with hot sauce. You can put the filling, you can put whatever in the filling, you can put whatever you flavor you want, but this is good for me for now. So I'm gonna keep this by the side, and we'll check on our dough and see after 30 minutes we start rolling. So ladies and gentlemen, it's like more than 30 minutes now, so we're gonna go ahead and check our dough. It has been lying here for more than 30 minutes. Let's see how it is. It's raising a little bit. So now we're gonna go ahead and roll them and knead them, put our fillings, and that's it. Just watch and see how I do. I'm gonna flour my top first. Put some flour there. So you want to be able to roll it like so. This is good, so you can be able to wrap it up. So you have to push this edge, make sure it's not too thick. So you put your filling right there, and we're gonna wrap it. So you see how I have shaped it so that the edge, just to be sure that you have that triangular edge, you can shape it like I did. You see, but this area is large, so we can be able to put the filling and wrap it very well, so the filling does not come out. So you can do it this way. This is perfect. So this is how it looks like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do most of them, and I'm gonna fry them with hot oil, vegetable oil. Don't go away. Now you need to heat your oil until it's so hot, about 350 degrees, just hot enough to fry. I think our oil is hot. I'm gonna go ahead and put my fish roll. Like that.